what's up? I'm Arya and welcome back to my channel. So again, this is going to be a video on the English series. In this video, I'll be telling you 11 very common English phrases which we all know but we don't use in our daily lives and which we should use and inculcate in our habits. So using these phrases will definitely improve your language. Just replace these phrases with the usual same old words and your language can become more flowery and formal. So if you want to improve your conversational skills, do watch the video till the end. And without any further ado, now let's get into the video. Okay, so phrase number 1, to let the cat out of the bag. That is to accidentally reveal a secret. For example, your friend had given you a secret to keep it to yourself and you just told another person to again keep it to himself or herself, that I'm telling you a secret and just keep it to yourself. That is letting the cat out of the bag. And your first friend can tell you that you let the cat out of the bag and you broke my trust and you told my secret to somebody else. So that is letting the cat out of the bag. Phrase number 2, to cost an arm and a leg, which means something very expensive. Of course, if something costs you your arm and your leg, that is your body part, then it might be very expensive. So that is why it is given this term. For example, if you just bought a new iPad and your friend asks you that how much did it cost you, you can, without instead of plainly and bluntly saying that it was very expensive, you can tell him that it costed me an arm and a leg, which means very expensive. Phrase number 3, out of hand. That is something which is not in your control and is out of your hand. So instead of using out of control, you can use the phrase out of hand. For example, this situation is totally out of my hand and I can't do anything about it. So you can use out of hand. Phrase number 4, that is never mind. Now it is an alternative for it's okay. So if somebody comes to you and just apologizes for something and says, okay, I'm so sorry and I did that to you, and you can just be like, okay, never mind, and just end the matter. So it is an alternative for it's okay. You can use never mind instead of that. Phrase number 5, beating about the bush. So if somebody does not reach to the conclusion very easily and is saying all sorts of things related to that and does not come to the point easily, that is called to beat about the bush. Now if your friend has bought an iPad or something and you're asking that what is the cost, and your friend is like, okay, I just went there and I bought it and the initial cost was very high and then I had to get a reduction or I asked for an offer and anything. So that is called beating about the bush and not coming to the point. So you can tell your friend that, okay, stop beating about the bush and tell me straight away what was the cost. Phrase number 6, once in a blue moon. That is something which is very rare. So again, if the same friend comes to meet you very rarely and once in 7 to 8 months, you can tell him or you can tell anyone that, okay, I get to see him once in a blue moon. That is very rarely. The 7th phrase is a piece of cake. That is something which is very easy for you, a task which is very easy for you. Oh, and also an alternative for this phrase is a cakewalk. So you can either use a piece of cake or a cakewalk, which means a task which is very easy for you. So for example, for you, speaking English is very easy. So you can say that speaking English is a cakewalk for me or a piece of cake for me, which means a very easy task. So phrase number 8, like the back of my hand. Now this is very similar to the last phrase and it means something which is very easy for you or you are very fluent in. So for example, I am learning Chinese and if I know the Chinese characters very well, I'll say that speaking Chinese is like the back of my hand, which will mean that speaking Chinese is very easy for me and I am very fluent in that, which is actually not the case. Phrase number 9, off the top of my head. Now this means something which is difficult for you and you did not understand at the first hand. So if I am speaking in Chinese to you, it will be like, going off the top of your head. Then you can tell me that, Arya, this is going off the top of my head. That is, it is difficult for you and you did not understand it. Phrase number 10, on cloud 9. That is something which you can use after you've attained great happiness or you've just heard a very, very good news. For example, after hearing that I topped my semester examinations, I was on cloud 9. Now the 11th and the last phrase, see eye to eye. Now see eye to eye means that you are totally agreeing to what the other person is saying. So if somebody is giving you an advice on a particular matter, you can say that, okay, I am seeing this eye to eye, that I totally agree with what you are saying and I take your advice. So that was it for the 11 phrases. I hope you all enjoyed the video and you all will try to use it in your daily language and conversations. Comment down below and let me know if you found all these phrases useful, and I'll see you very soon with a new video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Till then, keep reading, keep loving.